So I'm sure everyone's had that one teacher that you thought was an idiot and just couldn't teach well. Well, this teacher, I don't know if they can't teach well, but I do know that they weren't making the best decisions because her and her husband lost their jobs after filming an OnlyFans video in the classroom to make ends meet. Now, this isn't even the first instance I've seen of a teacher getting caught making an OnlyFans or having an OnlyFans. But in the classroom, filming in the classroom, that's insane to me. It's super wild. She put out a statement. I'm going to read some more of this article. Let's just get into this story and the whirlwind of odd information that has came out of this entire thing. In the video where she made her statement, the former Thunderball middle school teacher says that she resigned from her position as a science teacher at the S school under pressure. I don't know why I said at the S school, whatever. After being put on administrative leave and probation in October due to the content she had posted online. She said that her husband, Dylan Peer, a fourth grade teacher at Nautilus Elementary School, who was classified as a long-term substitute, was let go on November 4th for his role in the explicit content. So the reason she wasn't just outright fired for making this video in the classroom is because of the fact that if she had been fired, she would be eligible for unemployment. They didn't want to have to pay that, so they were just like, all right, you'll just have to you'll have to quit of your own accord, but you can't work for us anymore. So you won't come back. You'll be on administrative leave until you do quit. And she did, and her husband was the guy in the video. They got caught because somebody found the video and decided to alert the police of this happening. I don't know how they connected the dots, because she said personally that she had blocked all of Arizona from being able to see her content. So it is a little confusing to me how that even happened, but hey, somebody was able to slip through the cracks, I guess. Somebody maybe had moved away, happened to look up that name. We don't even know all the details at this point, so I can't even say. My children are the most important thing to me, and I'm already spending countless hours outside of my contract time on extra school activities, and I don't think it's fair that I have to sacrifice my own children's time because our professional salary did pay enough, Pure said. I created the OnlyFans account at the beginning of the summer in order to earn extra money on the side to help pay for our basic necessities that our salaries were no longer meeting. And man, honestly, I'm not even mad at her for like having the OnlyFans account, even though like she has kids, and that's crazy. You know, if anybody in the kid's life figures out that his parents have an OnlyFans, that kid's getting roasted. If he laughs at somebody else getting roasted, instantly they're gonna say, "I know you're not laughing," and they're gonna bring up that. So definitely, it's the best idea to shield it as much as possible. And the thing is, you would have been fine had you not used the classroom. Now, she said that it was being used on a weekend, which I don't know how she gained access to the classroom on a weekend. Maybe she like had some sort of, she might have had a key and she just went in, which I mean is an unauthorized entry, because I doubt she got authorized to film an OnlyFans video in there. Or she might have been like, oh, hey, me and my husband got to do some extra work in the classroom. And they got some extra work done, all right. And because of that, they got fired. But it's so ridiculous that you wouldn't think, hey, if I do this, I might get fired. Like, I might lose my job. I might lose this thing that's really important when I'm already, barely keeping my head above water. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, if she got fired just for having the account, I would be mad. But the fact that you chose to do it in the workplace of all places makes it so that I'm on the school side, I'm on the district side. Like, you can't allow that kind of stuff in your workplace at all. The district last week sent an email to parents addressing the matter. Today's New Herald reported, "It has come to our attention that students have been airdropping explicit material," the email reportedly said. "These images do not happen during the school day, and the person depicted no longer works for LHUSD. Please remove all images from your child's phone and talk with them about the appropriate use of technology." That's just so wild to me. Like, imagine you come home, a long day of work, right? and you're a parent who checks their children's phone, right? And as you're scrolling, you just notice that their child has a photo of their science teacher in the classroom on an OnlyFans account. I don't even know what my reaction would be as like a parent. Like, this person that you're entrusting your child to is making those types of videos in her workplace where your child goes every day. Like, the lack of professionalism is just astounding to me. It's so wild. Like, what was she thinking was gonna happen? That's my, like, obviously she wanted to keep it hidden, and she just had a slip up apparently, and someone caught her. But my thing is, like, if all you had to do was just not use a classroom at your workplace, maybe you just needed a class, just, I don't know, make a classroom set at home. Use your house, not the place you work. You should never mix stuff like that, ever. You should have known immediate termination. And the only reason they didn't is because they didn't want to pay you unemployment. She also put out a statement, which I brought up earlier, so we're going to look at a couple clips of that put together. I got this long clip from Sensitive Society. I'll link the video that he made about this. Alright, let's watch the clip.
I was an employee at Thunderbolt for 5 years. And within this time, although my experience and evaluation showed that I had become a master science specialist and teacher, my salary did not increase. At this time, I was placed on paid administrative leave and probation pending investigation. It wasn't until Sunday, November 6th, when I had not been a teacher for the school district for 6 days, that my social media used for advertising became viral. November 6th was the first day that previous students and community members began following my alias accounts. Other school teachers were notified of the site and they began to spread it amongst themselves. Those teachers also were telling students my anonymous name and showing them my page. This was also sent to the parents and they decided to do the same thing as well.
So, as a teacher, you shouldn't be telling students about this. Like, that's another problem I have with this. Like, why are you informing students about this? Sharing it around with other teachers, it's a little unprofessional, but it is what it is, right? I feel like this has to be some sort of small town, like cabal type of thing, because I don't think in like a bigger city you would get this spread as fast. Like, this feels like very small town spready. Like, Miss whatever her name was, Miss Carter, she did all of this and that. Her alias is Miss Carter, Chloe Carter. And I don't know what this woman is going to do at this juncture. Because, like, you lost your main source of income. Like, how do you even recoup from that? Like, you already were struggling financially, according to you. So, what do you do next? Well, she's probably going to get some sort of boost because her name is getting out there. Someone's going to be like, oh, well, it has to be pretty good. So she'll get some money out of that. But, like, where does she go from here? Because she's not going to get another teaching job. She'll be lucky if she does get another job at all. Because this is not, like, a good thing that you want surrounding your name. Sky Williams had a similar point to this, even though he did something different. Just because he tried to go back into the workforce because he was like, oh, the internet's not working for me. I want to, have a real stable job, work in an office. He tried to go back and he would get, through the interview process, people would like him. And then the background checks would happen. They would look up his name, find the articles and be like, don't know if you're the best fit for our company. We don't want you here because you're an unnecessary distraction. You have all these bad things written about you. Sort of like the Colin Kaepernick thing. That's another good example. Just an unnecessary distraction. There's also political stuff weaved in with the Kaepernick stuff, but I don't even want to get into that. Just at this point, you don't have a good image, and I don't know if companies are going to be willing to be like, yeah, that's the person we want in our office. That's the kind of person, that's the kind of publicity we want around our office. Now, there will be some places that just don't care. And if she can go somewhere where, like, they don't care and they just want to hire her and they think that she work well there, then boom, great. But as of right now, I just don't see that. And it's unfortunate that she got fired when she's claiming to already have, like, issues and troubles. But, like, again, like, for, like, the fourth time I'm saying this, you can't do stuff like that in your workplace, in your place of work. It's unprofessional and it's weird. You just can't do that. It's just so wild to me that she thought she would get away with that. But getting it off here. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.